probably the reason why I don't get as many views as I should. Okay, right. But I'm going to say it again, that I think Gail and Oprah wanted to scissor Monique. Monique said no. And they said, oh, you don't want to let me scissor you? Well, go on the blacklist, bitch.
Hello, BlackBalled. See this brother winning, man. Hey, look, what is your win, babe? What is your win, babe?
Hello, bugs. Hello there, bugs. If you have not already done so, please remember to like, share the Facebook, subscribe, and visit uptopbeauty.com. Today's looky would be our animal print turban. And if you are not already a part of our book club, please hit the Patreon link below and or the join button here on the YouTube. And for a small monthly fee of $5, you babies, yeah sure, can be privy to all the shenanigans before the YouTube gets it, if the YouTube gets it. Now, baby, we winding this thing up. Let's continue talking about Mariah Carey, the meaning of Mariah Carey. Now, y'all, I know y'all see I'm in a different car, child. I went down there to the Marietta, or the Mercedes-Benz of Marietta. Child, let me tell you something. They sold me a defective, certified, pre-owned vehicle. Okay? Defective. Went down there to the place, okay? Found out, like I said, it was a Mercedes-Benz thing, you know. And they kept me there for about 5 hours. Right? Because I guess they didn't want to give me a loaner car. They wanted to wait to give out all the good loaner cars. And then they put me in this loaner car. And if I pay a car note for an E300, and the reason why my car is here is not because of my fault, it's because of your fault, I think the least that you could do is put me in a car that equates my motherfucking car note. Okay? So I'm very displeased with the Mercedes-Benz in Marietta right now. But anyway, that's my little rant. I ain't finished talking about it. You believe that? Push pulled me in immediately. It's one of the few books that upon finishing it, I turned right back to the first page and read it again. I was on a beach during a girls' trip with my friend Rhonda, who insisted I read it. So let me tell you one thing about Precious, okay, because you know Precious is a remake or a movie make of the book Push. That's one movie that I did not need to see twice, okay? And when she said she went back and read it again, that's shocking to me. Y'all tell me, were you guys able to watch Precious twice? You know, it's certain movies that you have in your repertoire that you could see over and over and over and over and over again. And then it's some movies that you watch once, and when you finish with it, you admit that it's a great movie. Precious was an excellent movie, but I'm good. I first worked with Lee Daniels on Tennessee, a film I did in 2008. He was the producer, but he basically ended up directing me, and he totally got me. I was thrilled when I learned he had acquired the rights to Push, though not at all thinking I would be involved. A trusted friend, actress, and director, Karen G., was working as an acting coach with some of the cast, especially the young women, and she let me know that something really incredible was happening on the set. One day, out of nowhere, with 1 day's notice, Lee asked me to play the social worker character, Miss Weiss, a role originally intended for the phenomenal Helen Mirren. I remember once on set, Lee caught me applying a little bit of blush and screamed, "No makeup, Mariah!" Another physical note he gave me was to walk flat-footed. Oh, these tippy toes. I was confident in my grasp of the Miss Weiss character. The most challenging work was not to be emotionally moved by Monique's amazing and powerful performance. Remember when I told you as a PO I became somewhat desensitized? You guys know this because whenever you're dealing with people who work for the NBA or the DMV or any type of governmental agency, it seems like they don't have a heart anymore. And it's because most government employees are way overworked, way overworked and underpaid. So as a result of that, what manifests is desensitization. Okay? And the story, although you may believe may be just your story, we've probably heard it 30 times. And sometimes when we hear it, it's lies. Okay? So we just have to be neutral. Take it, not absorb it, and do what we feel is best. Okay? And I'm speaking from a previous civil servant perspective. You know, sometimes when you're in the NBA and you want to smack a bitch in the face, I understand. I truly understand. But just know that the government has made us this way. Overworked and truly underpaid. There was a moment when Monique's sublime acting got into my heart, and an involuntary tear welled up in my eye. I discreetly wiped it away, hoping it wasn't caught on camera. What she and Gabby Sidibe brought to their characters were simply stunning, stellar work. I loved working on the film. It was last minute and low budget, but I knew it was a rare and exquisitely human story. It was also a creative stretch, which was artistically enriching for me. I was so proud to be involved. After Precious was screened at Sundance in 2009 and won both an Audience Award and a Grand Jury Prize in the Dramatic category, plus a special jury prize for Monique, Tyler Perry and Oprah announced that they would come on as producers, giving the film the marketing, promotional support, and shine it deserved. Now know this. Mentioning those names, Oprah, Lee Daniels, Tyler Perry, I don't care for none of them bitches. Do what I say or you will suffer. And I feel like Monique was on the receiving end of their wrath. It's not till just recently that 50 Cent had to step in and say, come on. Take Monique off that blacklist. Let's get it done. Tyler Perry apologized. Lee Daniels apologized. I don't think Oprah ever going to apologize. Because like I said, and I'm going to say it again, this is probably the reason why I don't get as many views as I should. Okay, right. But I'm going to say it again, that I think Gail and Oprah wanted to scissor Monique. Monique said no. And they said, oh, you don't want to let me scissor you? Well, go on the blacklist, bitch. And she been there ever since. If it wasn't for 50 Cent, she would probably still be on the blacklist. Monique, why don't you tell the world that Oprah and Gail just wanted to do a threesome with you and you said no? And then it got glamorous. Cannes was the epitome of red carpet with tons of international paparazzi. You better believe Miss Weiss was left on the screen and Mariah Carey in full effect was dead. Yeah, because you know that lady don't like to be out in public without her face. The European press tour was fabulous, full of red carpets, dozens of couture gowns, and 1,000 parties, including a secret one on a Roberto Cavalli yacht. Precious won awards wherever it went. The biggest night was the 82nd Annual Academy Award. The film received 6 nominations, including Best Picture, Best Director, and Best Actress, and won Best Supporting Actress for Monique and Best Adapted Screenplay for Jeffrey Fletcher, making him the first African American to win in that category. I also won a few awards for my small but significant role. It was Mariah. Okay, so if I did not respect you as an actress then, baby, when I seen you in that Precious movie, let me tell you something. I was like, is that Mariah? Is that Mariah? My God, it's Mariah. Do she know she ain't got no makeup on? Oh, she a caseworker. Okay. Because, half the time, most of us, we don't have time to put all that shit on our face. We just trying to do our job and come the hell home. Okay, without somebody spitting on us or throwing piss on us. I won the Breakthrough Performance Award at the Palm Springs International Film Festival, where Lee and I were extra festive, using our pet names on stage, me Kitten and him Cotton, laughing and whispering to each other, and okay, maybe we were a little tipsy too. But it was one of those bottles on all the tables award shows. Mostly, we were totally thrilled. That means they was in that liquor drunk as shiz. Well, Smithy, maybe you should tell everybody that you was drunk as shiz at the Oscars. And that's the reason why you smacked that man in the face. I was thrilled. Not only did Precious give me public validation for my acting after Glitter, but because Lee believed in me, I was able to believe in myself again as an actress. Aretha Franklin is my high bar and North Star. A masterful musician and mind-boggling gifted singer who wouldn't let one genre confine or define her. I listened to and learned from all of her. Aretha had a bigger vision for herself. Her debut album had I Never Loved a Man the Way I Loved You. Wait a minute, why would she call it her debut album? That's not her debut album. Do Right Woman, Do Right Man, and Respect, placing her on top of the R&B and pop charts. There was a great Aretha song in every era of my life. You better believe that, baby. I still believe most people don't understand how amazing she was as a pianist and arranger. The first time I met Miss Franklin was at the Grammys, my first year, when I was nominated for 5 awards. What wrecked my nerves was not that I'd only been in the business for about 6 months, and I was performing at the Grammys for millions of viewers on live TV, and every big music star was in the audience. I was most concerned about the fact that I had to sing in front of her, the one who I thought was the one, Miss Aretha Franklin. I had to sing Vision of Love with Aretha Franklin sitting in the front row. I couldn't even sleep the night before. The day of rehearsal, I summoned the courage to go up to her. She was quietly sitting in the front row on the left-hand side. I knelt down by her seat because that's what one does in the presence of Miss Aretha Franklin. Miss Franklin, I just wanted to say thank you. My name is Mariah. I said, humbly, I went on. I just wanted to say thank you from all the singers that you've inspired. Thank you. It's an honor to meet you. I know that's right, baby. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. It is an honor to meet you. My next great encounter with her was in 1998 when I was asked to perform for VH1's Divas Live show, for which they were going to do an Aretha Franklin tribute. Of course, I said yes, because it was Aretha. And when you are summoned to pay homage to the queen, you jump to it. That's not my words. That's her words. That's what she put in the book. Jump to it. That's not my word. That's her word. But I would have said that, though. At every tribute, there's always a big finale with a We Are the World moment when all the artists sing some big song together. We love everybody, but I don't love this part of the show. Ever. But here we go. Now, what Mariah Carey said was, okay, we got all the divas on stage, right? And they are singing Natural Woman, okay? Because you make me feel like a natural woman. Now, Mariah, girl, I'm mad at you because you ain't tell me who the hell the diva was that was showing her ass. Mariah noticed that one of the divas was trying to, upstage Miss Aretha. Miss Aretha is tweedledee doing, ad-libbing on her own song. It was another diva there that thought that she could out-sing Aretha Franklin. Mariah was like, oh, shiz, I don't want no parts of this, and went back to where the background singers was, back over there, okay, and started singing with them because she didn't want no parts of that ignorance that lady was on stage that was trying to upstage the Aretha Franklin. Mariah's like, what kind of shenanigans? Everyone knew her part. But we all knew that it was Aretha's song. Well, almost all of us knew. Look, if Aretha was going to riff or ad-lib anywhere, that was her prerogative as queen. But you do not, repeat, do not take it as a challenge. One of the divas didn't understand the culture of the court and tried to come for the queen. It was fine. I wouldn't have ever done that. To quote Miss Franklin, something was askew. As it was happening, my body began to involuntarily back up out of the diva lineup and head back to join the backup singers, most of whom I knew. It seemed like blasphemy to me. It was blasphemy, girl. And who the hell was the bitch? Timmy, who the hell is the bitch? Who dared to challenge the Aretha? It seemed like blasphemy to me, and I wanted to be out of striking distance should the lightning come. I was mortified, but of course Aretha didn't care. She had more skill, soul, and natural talent than all of us combined and then multiplied. She had so much fun that night and tore it down. Later, I told the story to Patti LaBelle. Well, we know it wasn't Patti. Later, I told the story to Patti LaBelle, godmother, as I call her. One day, she just started calling herself my godmother. After I had the sublime honor of singing Got to Be Real with her on her TV special Live, one night only. She truly is one of the realest singers ever. She has given me good, seasoned advice and has literally held my hand through some tough situations. So when I called her and told her about the scene, she said, Mariah, if you would have participated in the hold down, I would have had to come slap you in the face. Hopefully, the one lesson we all learned on that stage was respect. RESPECT. One final diva moment. Oh my God, this is one of the most iconic moments in the entire universe, girl. Oh, I loved it. I loved it. We knew it was all staged, but it was just the thrill of that particular moment that just sent true Whitney Houston and Mariah fans. Oh my God. One final diva moment. For the 1998 MTV VMAs, Whitney and I were opening the show and presenting the Best Male Video Award. It was supposed to be a whole staged clash of the divas, where we would enter from opposite sides of the stage, only to discover we had on the same dress, a chocolate beer wang slip style gown. We did some cute banter. Nice dress. And they told me it was one of a kind. Then I said something like, it's a good thing I come prepared, and reached behind me to detach the long skirt portion of the dress, revealing an asymmetrical mini as I declared, try it on me. Then Whitney said, I can do better, and also ripped away the long piece of her dress, showing a new and different shape. We had a great laugh about it. But the gag is, the whole opening was based on that particular event. Whereas, they walking down in the middle, they both have on the same dress. Mariah's dress was not ready until the last minute. So there was a scare because of the fact that the whole opening scene was based on those two dresses. Mariah Carey's dress was not there. So they didn't know what the hell was going to happen. And you're the show opener. Luckily, the police had to come in and basically round that joint down to the show so it can make it on time. Much of the iconic television of the 1990s missed me. I never got to watch Seinfeld. Now, I'm such a stan of comedians in cars getting coffee, and I had no time for and was isolated from actual friends, let alone sitcom ones. All of my time was spent hustling, working, praying, and making Mariah Carey. I barely watched children's shows when I was a child, so I certainly didn't know of any Nickelodeon shows or their stars. I had no clue all that was all that, and I had no idea who Nick Cannon was until 2002. Until 2002, when I saw the film Drumline, which I loved. I thought he was very good in it. I also thought he was cute. Very. But that's all. Now, if you have not already done so, please remember to like, share to Facebook, subscribe, and visit uptopbeauty.com. Now remember this. The same people that you meet on the way up will always be the same people that you meet on the way down. My naysayers, my patron loves. You babies, have a good one. Peace.